My name is Eng Rithchandaneth. I am graduate my bachelor degree in 2015 with a designer, and I start study in the white building around 2012, and at that time I have I know the social art project that they announced for a visual art class, and because my background is designer, so I want to understand more about art in Cambodia. So start from at that time around 2012. After I go to study at a white building community and know and social art project have a connecting with EYC. I start go to study visual art with social art project at that time. Besides, I am an artist. I also working with the film industry. I am a set designer for at one television in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and also for the assistant director at drama film also. For my experience and experimental with doing art, I before I just a student, I just like a designer student, and after I moved to study at a social art project, they guide me a lot with art in Cambodia and also visual art, and have many much media like sculpture, drawing, video art, and like a short film or documentary, and so many things that I know from that. And after I study visual art at social art project, after finish the class, my teachers he's provide us in class. We have like a first opening studio for art, and at that time I am very excited because I never know what is art talk about, and why we have to doing art in our community or in our society. And I start know when the opening studio that is very important in our society, because like we cannot have too much, but we can share what we research and what we find, that something that another people cannot find it, and we find and we share to them about the information and what is problem or what is happen in our society. The first man that I meet him, and also he's very inspire me, and not only me, have another student also. He's quite Nang. He's my first teacher, and he's very best teacher of us, with guide us to show about visual art in Cambodia and many problems that we never think that we have to go to find, and find the solution. And also he's give us with idea and how to make it, and how to research, and have many way that he show us. And also have another teacher in social art project too. For the processing and how to practice of my work, in the first step, I like my teachers, he's always told us read with like Khmer history, and listen the radio, and read a book, and also read a new in Cambodia. So we collect all the information, and we start find the point that or find the problem in our society, and we start to think what is impact to the community, or what is impact to our society, like with garbage, or with the plastic, or with the climate change, or anything else that happen in our society. So we just get in the wide point and we start research. Example the hand that I put the title is 101 hand. It means like I want to talk about the power of the people. We, like, the government get the power from the people, but why the people, they didn't have they cannot use their power. So it's what I don't understand, and it's my question to the audience. And when the audience come to see my artwork, they gonna some people, they gonna answer me with that question to me, and I just not get only one answer. I get too many and different idea with them too. So make me get a more idea and open my idea more about the research, and continue my research for the next level, or next project too. For this sculpture, I make a different style of the hand, and because at that time I feel like our people, they cannot talk. If they talk, they're gonna get effect from the government, so it's very dangerous for them. So I decide to create another language for them. I include with a body language that they use around the world for the body language. So it's another way that they can talk, but for the body language, sometimes they just talk, use the body language with their community, and not too much effect to the government. So it still cannot help them too much, but we just help them a little bit with what they want to say from their heart, even that they cannot get a support from the government. So the body language used around the world. So if the government didn't see or open their eye to see with their poor people, around the world can understand to them, even the government didn't take care of them. For me, I always work with installation work because I feel like I can get different inspiration when I working on it. And in the first time, I after finish visual art class, I choose the clay to make to be my material. At that time, I feel like I can move them whatever I want, and by my feel. And also I feel like at that time I am one people of this country. So what I want to talk to the government, or what I want to talk about our problem, I can make it. And also during I doing it, I feel like I have one feeling, or I have one sentence want to talk and want to share to you. So I make the hand, or make a one sample or one sign to show up to you. And after that, I use another material with old newspaper or silk, or many things that I want to dry. I still feel like I still in that problem. I use the newspaper because everything everyone can get information, or can get feeling by my material, because they saw and they will remind something about them. So I decide to use different material and work with installation work. For me, like I work with different material, and the most that I very enjoy and I surprise during I'm working it with mapping, and with the parasite. With this one, I like example for the mapping, I use with a clay, and at that time I research about the land concession in Cambodia. At that time, I never know that the Cambodia, we have a land concession a lot due to the another country around us. So it's very surprise for me that why I live in this country, but I don't know how much or how many land concession in Cambodia that government give to the another country. And also at that time, the government give the land concession to the another country. They have construction around 90 years, so it's very like quite long, so long. So make me remind and make me surprised with that thing after I research. And during I opening my studio, the audience come to ask me, and so they was surprised with me too. They said, "Wow, why the government why our country just like the owner of the land, not Cambodian people, just like China or Singapore or Vietnam or like another country like that come to Cambodia and they are owners in Cambodia, not Cambodian people." So not only me, after when I work with this work, many people that come, they were surprised too. So I feel like I research with this. I am the one person that I can share this information in public to the audience or to our society. So I very excited to research with this work. For the art, right now I working similar the mapping that I research about land concession. But at that time, I just researched for one part, is the Sihanouk wheel. Because not only me, my mom or another people too, they very afraid with Chinese people that come to have a business in Cambodia. And now in Sihanouk wheel, no one want to go to have a holiday there, because Chinese people very come to make our city is very messy. And they have a casino and a high building, and they buy everything in Sihanouk wheel. So it's very afraid for us, and that's why I try to research and want to know about them, why they come to Cambodia a lot, and why they make Cambodia too messy. Like they have a casino, have many gambling, and also they make a sex worker also, and they not come just I understand that they come for the business and make Cambodia is too developed, because Cambodia now is developing country. But if they develop with the right way and not under the tier of the people, it's fine. But the people, poor people, they very have a pressure with them. So I want just share and show about what I saw and what I researched about them, and want to get a solution, and also with the Chinese people that they just come and they can be a owner of the Cambodian land.